G'day everybody, how yous all going? This is Ian Harris from Australia here, doing my special free raffle to win this painting, and this is what I'm going to paint today, and some lucky person is going to win it, okay? Okay, now, before we get started though, this is a special video because I ran a live raffle on my Facebook the other day for people to have a chance to win this painting that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to send it to you free of charge as a gift from me to you, because yous are a gift to me keeping my channel going, okay? It's that simple, isn't it, eh? Now what I've gone and done, I've gone over here and I've printed out all the applicants from that live video feed, all their names. Now some people have commented twice, some haven't left their country or state, so I've only put a number next to the people that I did ask for to leave your country and your state, okay? There's going to be other opportunities in the future for this to happen again, so you will understand how this competition works. So I put a number next to everybody. There's 51 applicants. Now I've gone and made 51 tags with numbers on it from 1 to 51. So what I'm going to do throughout this painting, before I get to the actual raffle, I'm just going to pull a number out like this, for instance, and I've got number 45, all right? 45. And throughout the painting, that number will go there, and number 45, for example, who's the lucky first one, eh? Number 45 is Daphne Chadwell from the United States in Florida. That's how it's going to work, all right? I'll just show you here what I'm on about. Now these are the list of names, and I've put numbers next to them. Now, as you can see, not everyone has a number to it, because like this one here just says, "How wonderful, Ian," but she didn't put her name. Later on, some people have double commented, but that's how everyone's earned their number, okay? So on and so on, all the way to 51. Now all those 51 numbers I've made tags with numbers on them, okay? Throughout the video I'll pull one out. What's this one here? Let's say number 46. Number 46 is Kira Dunn from Australia, Victoria. Now later on in the video I will tell you when I'm going to pull out the winning tag. The ones that I pull out and leave aside here, that I just mention your names, you still go back into the bowl for a chance to win, okay? Just because your name's been pulled out throughout the video doesn't mean you don't have a chance to win. When it's the actual winning dip, that's the important one. And then I will contact that person by a private message and ask for your mailing details, and we'll take it from there. But anyway, let's get into this painting, all right? Now we'll just show you what paints we're going to use and what brushes. Using titanium white, phthalo blue, dioxine purple, and some clear retarder medium. I'm using two 2-inch brushes, one for applying the paint, another one for blending. I'm using a smaller scenery brush, a knife, a small lining brush, and another detailed brush, and a flat chisel headed brush. Alrighty, let's start with this 420 centimetre by 30 centimetre, no, millimetres, 42 centimetres by 30 centimetres canvas board. Look at that, it's dry, nothing's on it, it's just a plain empty canvas. So let's make something happen my way, and my way is getting some water, squirting it just like that. Such an easy process, anybody can do that with their eyes shut, but I had to do it with mine open, didn't I, eh? Now I've got my retarder and white paint with impasto. This is just something I want to prime the surface up with to get it ready for my blending. So we're going to crisscross that up there like that. Not that hard. All right. Down here I have me phthalo blue, and over here I got dioxine purple. Now they've both got a puddle of retarder next to them because we're still doing a blending process. Alright, I'm using my 2-inch brush. I'm going to start with the sexy phthalo blue, got retarder in there. I don't know if you can hear that noise, maybe you can't, but I've got a brick paver across the road and he's cutting his bricks on his machine. He's doing a wonderful job for the neighbours over there. I had a word with him this morning. And his name's Andrew. Anyway, back to the painting. Now, we're going to start with the phthalo blue, and we're going to get some sky happening here. Dark up the top, alright, and then coming down to a lighter atmosphere, okay? And we might even put some water in there as well. Now, wipe that brush. Wipe that. I want to get that a bit lighter there. And just to create that bit lighter business, I want to get some of that white again on my brush, just directly like that. It's made a bit of a baby blue colour. And roughly where my horizon line is, I'm putting it there, twisting my brush on its edge again, and then I'm coming out like this, like that. Look at that. There's me water already. And I want a bit of a sky happening there. Now, I'm grabbing my other 2-inch blending brush. I want to blend this sky, so I'm starting to twist on and off the canvas as I manipulate that paint so it looks smooth. I'm getting rid of these brush strokes. That's what I'm doing, and I'm teasing it out into this bit here where it's going to be darker, okay? Now be sure to wipe your brush all the time when you do this, alright? See, look at that. I've got room to have some darker areas. I got all in and out dark and light areas. That's what I want. This painting is such an easy process for you beginners to tackle if you want something different. Alright, it's a lovely painting to look at, and that's the main thing when you're going to do a painting. Now see what we've got there? We've got a beautiful decent sky and we've got some water happening, alright? Alright, now I'm grabbing me phthalo blue again. I've just washed those brushes up because I want some darker water here as well. So probably there, getting it on across the front here like so, and maybe a little bit, where are we? I've made myself a reference picture. Okay, get the bottom in. Bring that into the water there. Look at that. Just using my brush on its edge, getting some blending done nice and quick, and you can see what the retarder's doing. Now I'm going to grab my blending brush and blend that all the way across from one side to another, one side to another. Don't stuff around with it, just get into it. No reason to stuff around. See how easy that was? While we're at it, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to grab a number out of the bowl here. We'll grab a tag and I'll show you what number it is. Okay, what number's that? 47. Alright, and number 47 was Temi Tomashi or Tomashi from North Dakota, USA. G'day, Temi. You're in the chance to win this painting, okay? Your tag's going to go over there so you won't get called out again throughout the video, but you're still in the chance to win it. Alright, now the sky. Let's get some colours in the sky. So I'm going to grab my hog bristle fan brush. I'm dipping into that dioxine purple with a bit of retarder on there, alright? And we're going to we want a dark corner here. Yeah, I want a dark corner here, so I'm tickling it into the canvas there, slowly coming into that phthalo blue, something down here like that. Look at that. That was very comfortable to do. Okay, I'm grabbing my blending brush. It's been washed from previous blending. Now I'm twisting it. I haven't made contact yet, and all of a sudden I'm starting to tickle, find my way. This is all wet. All that blue's got retarder in it. This purple has retarder in it. Okay. Wipe it. Important to wipe it. I've had a few senior viewers asking for better close-ups because I was a bit too far away, so I'm going to try and help that issue out with you senior people out there, senior citizens. Alright, we're getting that blended into there. Come over a bit and a bit up here. Alright, now I'm going to grab the dioxine again and do this side. So we're scratching it in, just to get some kind of dark aspects in those corners, alright? And we're going to tickle that as well. Blending it up and down, moving your brush in random ways just so it's not a uniform pattern happening on there. This is a simple sky I like to do. Okay, we've blended the dioxine into the phthalo, but see the phthalo and the dioxine, how it's just this colour and that colour, and it's a bit harsh. I want to sort of lighten that temperament, so I'm getting back the phthalo and I want to sort of stitch it together like so. Everything's still wet at the moment. Everything's wet. I've cleaned that brush again, my blending brush, and I've got to merge this into there just so as the transition is, you know, working for the painting instead of being so harsh. And then we'll get this out into the blue. That's exactly how I wanted it to happen. Maybe a bit there. And this is adding different values, different tone values in this sky as well. So the sky is not just one boring colour. Get this back. Okay. Don't think about it, just whack it on there, stitch it together and blend them together. Well, I think I might pull another number out of that bowl. Just let me finish blending this. Okay, let's grab a number and we'll see what sort of number this is, okay? Okay, that one is number 40. Alright, number 40 was a Christine Wicker from USA, Ohio. Are you going there, Christine? Good to know you've been on board with this show we got going. Okay, I've blended that. I want to clean this now to get some mist in the sky, alright? It's not that hard, but it's got to be done. Now grabbing my fan brush, I'm just going to applicate some mist onto the sky. So where do I want some? I want some sort of dancing around here. Just like that. Throw that brush down there, get a blending brush and tickle this through those colours. Not too heavy. If you go a bit heavy, you're not bloody listening, alright? You've got to listen if you want to succeed from a tutorial. I did a lot of watching and listening and practicing when I was learning from YouTube. There's a bit of mist there, but I want to put a bit of dimension in that mist. Give it a bit of over-under on it. So I'll do another bit in front of it. Wipe your blending brush. So it's just not a flat look of mist. It looks like there's mist in front and behind each other. Wipe that. Come across the sky any old way. Don't think about it, just let the painting make its own mind up what's happening on it. Alright, dance it where you want your mist to be. See, this is the difference between this and a cloud is watch. A cloud, you would leave the top bit, but this is all getting blended all around the place. It's getting blended to buggery right into that paint there. Okay, you can even, if you accidentally make a cloud in some of your brush movements and you like that, adopt it and keep it as your cloud. You know, if you discover something, keep it, work on it. I want to pull another number out of here. And this number is number 18. Number 18 was Rita Cordwell from USA, Atlanta. And it's got GA at there, and that must be Georgia, I'm not sure. But Rita, all the best to you. Thanks for joining us in this quest. All right, now we're ready to do some clouds, all right? Okay, grabbing the white paint on my fan brush again. I want a cloud somewhere, maybe here. So I'm just dancing, getting the top shape of that cloud. Okay, I'll wipe that brush. I'll reapply some more of that paint on there, just so I'm keeping the top of my cloud there, see? Put that down and blend halfway down into the atmosphere. Okay, softly there, softly. Some people I notice blend too heavy there. Just softly, and when you're coming out of there, you can blend right down into the atmosphere. Wipe your brush. Sometimes tickle it up the top there. It just breaks the monotony of the hard line at the top of your cloud. I'm coming across, and I'm coming down into the atmosphere. Wipe your brush. Get that down some more, okay? Clean your brush before reapplying a new cloud, all right? Because you want your next one to be nice. And now we've got to put another one just here. Oh, yeah, get him in there, brother. Oh, yeah, I love that. That'll do. Sometimes clouds make up their own colours and they look fine. You don't have to muck with them at all. Right, this is the last one I'm going to do over here because it's getting a bit close to our water there, and I've got to try and hurry and get some reflections in that water before my retarder dries. All right, that's fine there. All right, let's come in over out there. That'll do. And we'll just blend from halfway to the bottom of that, sometimes into the middle, tickle the top, bring it down into our blue skies atmosphere there. Okay, something in front of it to set it back. Okay. I'm going to have my moon about here, okay? So I want some kind of glare and reflection on the water here. So I'm just going to grab this white and create all that area I want glared up. Just like that. Nothing special. All right, now we'll pull that across into the blues. Oh, yes. Look at that. It just makes them elongated. I'm not too happy with the way these lines are like that, I'm going to sort of distort them a bit. That one up there is not so bad. I don't mind that. Wipe that dragging brush and then pull it again. That's it. Look at that. Now, I'll grab a little bit more just to sort of touch up where it's got weak legs. So, probably around here. Get that a bit wet. You don't want it too dry. Alright, grab that brush, drag it through. Nice straight strokes. I want to use the dioxine purple, drag it out a bit because I want to start toning it, alright? So I've got that there. I'm going to grab some white and I want some different tones. I want probably 3 tones of it, okay? Okay, so we got the original colour, this secondary colour and a third colour, okay? Okay, I'm using a small scenery brush and somewhere from about the middle I'm going to have it on its edge on the horizon line. I've got to get it a bit wet, see, it's not wet enough. When it's not wet enough it doesn't transfer very well, so we'll start again. Okay, I'm going to come to where I want this colour to stop, which is about there, okay? That'll do it. Now get some more on there. come across to about there. I'm putting the above water and below water in at the same time, okay? Now I'll grab my pull down brush and I want to pull this down into the water. Okay, just give that a wipe. Go to the second tone you made of that, which will be a bit darker, and walk your way into it. Using the horizon line, walk your way into it, tickle your way in. Now come up and down at the same height. The finer and bristly your brush is for this scenery type, the better. See, I'm sort of crossing them over a bit so the transition is nice to look at on the eye, okay? And then come past where you want to stop for the next colour, the last final colour. So I'm coming past the point where I want to stop. Grab your pull down brush and start again, keeping this reasonably straight. I don't know why I whistle, but it's there anyway. Okay, we'll see what that looks like with a... There we go. Now we're grabbing the darkest colour of it now, and we're going to come across here. Now this is the darkest bit, so we're coming all the way off. Get that on there. Okay, now I'll get a bit of white. We'll just lightly highlight some of this, because our moon's here and it's going to be sort of lighting this up a bit. Some along here. Try not to overdo it when you do this. That'll do, I think. Grab your pull down brush, and that's it for that. Wipe it and come across. That's it, that's looking nice. Alright, this is ready to dry because I'm going to put a moon in there and some foreground. While I'm drying it, I might pull another number out. Number 46. Number 46 is Kira Dunn from Victoria, Australia. Good to have another Aussie on board there. Most of my followers there are American. Right, I'm not looking. I don't want to cheat with this. I want it to be as fair as possible. What number do we have here? We got number 14. Number 14. So number 14 is Renita O'Mazing. Hello, Renita O'Mazing. You have an amazing name. I think you're pretty lucky with that one there. Now, we're going to get our knife. Grab a knife, and remember what I said. Keep the edge of your knife level with your horizon line, not your handle, because sometimes handles and the edge of your knife are on different angles. Okay, we're going to knife some on. So like I say, spread it down like butter, spreading it across your palette there, just in a reasonable way. And then clean your knife. Alright? Now get your knife on the edge, and then start from one side, and you just pull it through, and as you're pulling it through, you bring it down, but not a lot. And you end up with a beautiful roll of paint on your knife, alright? Okay, let's get our horizon line on first, somewhere around here, somewhere. The thinner you can make these, the better it makes your painting look, I reckon. And don't muck with it. Once it's done, it's done. Now you wipe that, like I showed you just down there previously, and start again. Reload your knife up. Now we'll come in here a bit. Along these there. Now these lines are going to sink those reflections down in the water. It sits them down. See, it's breaking up into dots, so I know I've got to clean the knife and reload it again. And I'll try and get in back in there. Yay. Okay, I'm just drawing those shimmery highlights on the water because I'm going to put my stencil over the top to get our moon. Okay, this is dry, ready for my moon stencil. So I've got some acetate plastic. I've cut out some holes so they'll be permanent moon templates for me. And I want my moon about here. That'll do it. Easy, tight, easy, easy. Calm down. See, when you wear gloves, the tape sticks to everything. All right, we'll pull another number out. I'll pull a couple out this time. Got two here. Okay, I have number 20 and number 10. Can you see them numbers there? Number 20 and number 10. And they are... Number 10 is Shahusen Meyer Clark from USA, Minnesota. How you doing? That's number 10. And number 20 was Hilma Lettonen. She is from... where's she from? Oh, it doesn't say. She just wrote she loves to have a chance to win something, but you forgot to put your city and your country. Okay? All right. Now we're going to get our white and our kitchen sponge and our grey. So I'm going to start with my white as normal. If you got it your own way of doing the moon, that's good. Just stick to your own way. Better the devil you know than the one you don't. Now I better put my glasses on so I can see where I'm doing. I don't want a full moon. I want something just half moon. So I normally get me white on. I've never used this acetate stencil before. It's the first time I'm using it. Alright, that's good enough. Don't muck around. It's sort of priming the surface ready for the grey. Alright, now I'm going to get the grey, pull it out, get it right into that sponge. Easy does it. Get it on there. Coming across there like so. Get it down there. And this acetate plastic, you can clean it and ready to use again. Cut different sizes in it. Someone posted it. I can't remember who, but it was a bloody good idea, so I had to do it. Alright, that'll do. Let's have a look at that and see how it looks. Because now, to finish that moon off, just got to sit him back behind those clouds there. Just blend this down some. Maybe there, just to bring that down. Quickly get it on, and you got enough time to quickly get back to it and blend it down. Now we'll just put the jetty in. On my smaller palette here, I've got the phthalo blue, the dioxine purple and the white. Okay, get yourself a small flathead brush for detailing, or a good detail brush, one you're happy with, and we'll get the first post in here done. Now this is where less is best, less is more. Don't overdo it, okay? Got one there. I'll get my head out the way so this camera's going to focus. Okay, I've swapped brushes to a smaller lining brush. I'll get some reflection in there as well. Now, as I said, less is best. I did a video with this jetty just detailing it before, so I thought I'll do a full painting because I had a few requests on this painting. So I thought I'll use it for this exercise because it's a subject I do a lot of, and it's good for the competition because if people like my style of art, they know what they're getting into. Find the waterline, which is about there somewhere. And see, because that brush has water in it, it allows the paint to come off a lot easier. You'd probably have better luck doing this laying down on a table than what I have on an easel here. So virtually got that one. This needs a bit of reflection under there somewhere. chisel the edge of that nice and sharp. I'm using a flathead brush just to get the old planks in. Be quicker than that little liner that I'm using. Come up here somewhere. Now it's important with this little jetty, so it doesn't look odd floating on your painting and something's just not right with it. We got to work out where the shadows go, and just the subtlest bit of highlight. Friggin' hell. The subtlest bit of highlight. Overdo the highlight and you'll stuff it, I'm telling you right now. And if you stuff it, it's your own bloody fault, because I told you. Alright? Now, get this jetty done. Now, without cleaning the brush, I've just mixed up a little bit of white, just so I can get the just a reference of highlight on one side of these posts here. Let it be all broken up like that, and you know, it's old timber, but it's sort of in shadow moonlight type of thing. Okay, I'm getting the dioxine purple just to give these underboards here a bit of darkness than what the rest of it is. Now that line so happened to be in the wrong spot there, didn't it? So we'll cover that up like that. Little details, they go a long way in a painting, you know. So I'm just going to do it here, and I do have to do it along the side of this plank to give that plank some thickness, so it looks like that plank has got some grunt in it. Alright, just broken up, teased in there a bit. Ah, yeah, come on, don't. Ah, that's it, beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Now see this, I've gone past the edge of that because it's in there. Alright? Alright, I'll just get this rope on there because I'm losing battery power, and I'm going to charge everything up. Okay, I'm just going to sign this now. Battery went flat and I had to charge it up, so I've came back. I've just done some minor little touch-ups around the place, and so I'll sign this. And then we'll stick a frame on it, alright? And then we'll announce whoever's going to win it, the lucky person. I'll write something on the back of it personally to you as well, on the back of the canvas. Oh my God, what an ugly signature, eh? All over the place. Oh God. It's a bit of a mess, but she'll be all right. Okay, that's got my autograph on there. We'll whack a frame on this just to see how they go. Someone asked me, where do I get my frame from? I made it in my shed out the back there. Just something to keep putting over the finished paintings. Look at that, eh? A nice lonely jetty. Alrighty, I've got all the 51 tags in here with their numbers on it. Now we're going to draw it, okay? So let's see who is the lucky person. Or hopefully they feel lucky about receiving this. I pulled one out. I don't even know what number it is. Let's have a look. What number is that? Number 3. Okay, come over here just to see who number 3 was. Number 3 I've got marked down. Number 3, the winning person is Lynn Howard from Wisconsin in United States. Congratulations, Lynn Howard from Wisconsin in United States of America. you have won the raffle for my painting, okay? So I'm going to instant message you, not instant message you, I'm going to private message you and get some details off you later on during the week, okay? Hope you enjoyed this painting exercise. I love yous all. Goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.